So this is just a quick video for anyone who has also had a mortgage with Mortgage Agency Services number 5 over the years. I have, and I've been paying a ridiculous rate of interest, and I've found them absolutely vile to deal with. The reason I ended up putting a website up was because over the lockdown I was not able to work. I normally work in the NHS as a paramedic, and because I've got an immune deficiency that I was born with, I had to shield. Now, Mortgage Agency Services number 5, I'll just call them MAS 5 from now on, MAS 5 said to me, well, you're going to have to sell your house then. And this is going back to December 2020, so over a year ago now. I was quite used to this sort of attitude from MAS 5, but expecting me to sell my home in the middle of a pandemic when I was meant to be shielding was quite obviously ridiculous. So I contacted my MP, and he put me in touch with someone in the Houses of Parliament who has been taking up cases for people like me who have had problems with MAS 5 and who've been charged an extortionate interest rate when base rates have been at an all-time low. Now, it turns out that the Financial Ombudsman has upheld a complaint against MAS 5, saying the complaint was saying that the rates of interest that customers were being charged were unfair. So, from what I understand, quite a considerable amount of compensation has been paid, or has been ordered to be paid. Obviously, MAS 5 are not happy about this at all, and they're kicking and screaming like the spoilt brats they are when they don't get their own way. They've been trying to repossess my home because I've not been working. They've not been giving me any help whatsoever. And they actually did send court papers through, and eventually I had to get the Financial Ombudsman to intervene twice for me. And at the moment my repossession is on hold until my complaint has been sorted out. I complained to MAS 5 last year. They took their 2 months to respond to it. When I sent it to the Financial Ombudsman Service, MAS 5 didn't cooperate and took 3 months to send my case file across. So although they've been very quick at trying to repossess, it's taken them an awful long time to actually send my particulars to the Ombudsman. So my complaint investigation has been delayed, and there is a delay anyway because the Financial Ombudsman Service is very busy at the moment. I think they've had an incredibly huge number of complaints over the pandemic period compared to what they would normally get. So the good news is, put in a complaint to MAS 5. When they reject it, which they will, then send that complaint to the Ombudsman. So details are in the website. If you need any help, then I've put my email address in there as well, and I will do my best to help you or find somebody who can. But as I say, the good news is the Ombudsman has ruled that the mortgage rates that we've been paying are unfair, which we knew anyway, because people shouldn't be paying 6% as a mortgage rate when the base rates are ridiculously low, in fact lower than they've ever been at any time previously. Now, I have spoken to a couple of journalists. If there's anybody who would be happy to speak to a TV investigative reporter, then let me know as well. Just email me, because the more people the better, really. My aim, to be honest with you, my complaint is being looked at. There's nothing more I can do for that. My motivation here is just to get as many people who have been customers of MAS 5 to put in complaints and receive compensation, because we're talking about extortionate, eye-watering amounts of money if, like me, you've been a customer over the last decade or more, paying so much. So I would just like to get as many people having compensation as possible. So please, if you know anyone who's got a mortgage with Mass 5, even if they've had their home repossessed or even if they've now moved their mortgage away to another company, they can still complain and get compensation for the amount of interest they were paying. Now, obviously, there's some sort of time limit on this. Mass 5 have been very unhappy at the fact that the Ombudsman has been asked to look at interest rates going back to 2008, 2009, and why they increased as they did after that point. But the Ombudsman has basically said, as far as I'm aware, that we need to look back that far in order to see if today's charges are fair. And it's been ruled that today's charges are not fair. So the template for the complaint is on the website. So use that template. You can email it to the Co-op. The email address is there because the Co-op is obviously the company that owns Mass 5, and it is the interested party that's in the Financial Conduct Authority's records for Mass 5. So that is the correct contact. If you put a complaint in, please let me know, because it would be good to know that this site is reaching the right people. Actually, there are 13 websites because I've registered 13 domain names that are similar to Mortgage Agency Services Limited, and each one will be slightly different, and hopefully the Google rankings will get them up to at least where they're visible sooner or later. So I'll leave it there. Get in touch if you have any problems, but it's good news because finally it looks like we are on the right side of things. Bye for now.